All right, guys, now I'm going to go over the experience of someone that has cancer and what happens when you go to the hospital. So, pretty much after they drained the right lung, if you watch my first video, I gave you a little bit of explanation what happened. Pretty much I had fluid in my right lung. That's how they found out I had T-cell lymphoblastic lymphoma. A couple biopsies later confirmed what it was. So then, I have to go in. And a thing that I didn't mention previously is this. The day that I went into the hospital for the shortness of breath when I ran to the car, that 2 or 3 days later is when all the symptoms came in. So I had no symptoms of anything. I had no cold sweats. I had no fever. I had no pain at all. But as soon as I got in, on my right side, this lymph node here popped up to about that high, so I could not raise my arm. I had cold sweats, so every night I would change about 6 shirts a night. And I think it was a blessing because my body told me on that Saturday, you need to go to the hospital today because we can't take it. I can't take it no more, you know? And I think it's very important for you guys to listen to your body. I neglected it for a while. I probably think, maybe 3, 4 months, to be honest with you, that it started and I did nothing about it, because the shortness of breath, during soccer, I would get a little bit more fatigued. But it got to the point where walking, right before I went in, walking, I would lose my breath. Going up the stairs right behind me, I would lose my breath, or feel fatigued, and that never happened to me. So pretty much, I went in with all that pain going on, and I had to get a port, which they put in. It's a dual port. I don't know if you guys can see, but pretty much that's where they go in and put the chemo. I didn't want to do it through my veins because they said that there's a chance that it'll mess up your veins, and the port is a lot easier. It is easier if you have a good nurse, because I've had a lot of nurses that have poked me multiple times trying to access it. So that might be another thing you guys are gonna get into if you guys do that route. The chemo treatment, like I said a little bit earlier, it's a total of 8. 1, 3, 5, 7 is a certain type, and then 2, 4, 6, 8 is to one is to prevent and one is to kill. The good and the bad for me, well, of course, like I said, I changed my diet the day I went in the hospital, so I did not. I think due to the food that I was ingesting, I did not experience all the symptoms and side effects that they said that I would. The nausea, the diarrhea. The one, the first 3 cycles, I really didn't feel anything. I mean, I flew right by him. I felt like nothing happened. Like, what am I doing here? What's going on? From the 4th to the 6th one, that's when my body hit hard. And the way I was explained is your numbers are, let's say, at 100,000. You do chemo, they go to 80,000. They let you rest for a week or two. It goes back to 60. Then you do the chemo again. Boom. Then you knock down. So pretty much it's a gradual effect that, it'll take longer, but your body will definitely feel it. After the 4th chemo, I started getting super fatigued, and I would feel my heartbeat and heart rate pretty much just feel my whole heart like on my head. Like I would walk and be super drained, and I would need 2 units of blood and platelets from 4, 5, and 6. I just did my 7th chemo 2 weeks ago, and this one for me, thank God I haven't needed anything. I felt fine from the day I did take the 3, 4 days that usually get a little bit drained, but I did not need anything, and my counts were decent. My blood cells went to 15 white blood cells. My hemoglobins are still 7.7, which is not good, and the platelets are like 114 when I checked like 2 days ago. So it's not the best, but it's manageable, and I don't feel the heartbeat here. I started doing a lot more teas this 7th round. So whether it be, ginger, lemon, which I've been doing a lot, and I feel that's helped. So I'm gonna start, alternating, but instead of drinking anything at all, it's either gonna be water or tea. I'm not gonna drink anything else, and I'm just gonna try that out and see how it works for me. Um, Pretty much, I just have a couple more notes here. Another thing that I want to do is, once this is all said and done, I want to be a source to anybody that has any additional questions. I want to volunteer back at the hospital where they took care of me, because everybody's wonderful, even though you're set on a certain plan and there might be alternative ways to get the same thing done. Everybody treated me well, and I have a great support system with my family, friends, and my wife that helped me through everything. My friend set up a GoFundMe page that helped me a lot, because I had been out of work since October, and pretty much just gave me a little bit more peace of mind, to focus on getting better and not having to worry about, other financial needs. I have three actually soccer groups that I belong to that help me, with that as well. The support's been tremendous. So I want to be a resource. I know there's a lot of people that might not have that same support, or they might have questions. Feel free to reach out to me. My email is silvag847@gmail.com. You can reach me out there. You can send a comment. Whatever you guys want to do. Anybody has any questions? I know, I'm just starting this process, so I'm definitely not an expert. But I can tell you, what I experienced, and hopefully I can help one person. If I can help one person, or talk to one person that might be down and not have anything, that's enough for me. So, like I've said before, it's faith, it's your mindset, and of course it's the food. Unfortunately, the food that we have now is what causes all this. They said that 1 out of 2 people are going to have cancer. How is that possible? I mean, it just blows my mind. So we got to do things outside the box to feel our body, and that's what I want to learn about, and try to help people as well. Go about my experience and tell them. So thank you for watching. God bless. Drop a comment, like, whatever you guys want to do. Thanks.